Hi, this is Phil from PDQ Merchant Enterprises and the ATM Mastermind Group page, and in today's video we're going to talk about my top 5 secrets of the ATM business. Always remember, here at PDQ Merchant Enterprises and the ATM Mastermind Group page, we buy your freedom back one transaction at a time. Don't forget to register for our ATM Masterclass with the link down below and start your ATM journey today. Alright, without further ado, my top 5 ATM business secrets. Point number 1, what do I do in my inventory? What do I do with my ATM? Do I trade it in? Do I keep it? Alright, that's a great question, and that's something that we need to explore. You guys need to know when you're going to turn your ATM business in, or when you're going to turn your ATM in to get more revenue. And we're going to discuss that at the end of the video. Point number 2, this is what I always talk about. Get contracts. Get contracts. Always, I don't call them contracts, I call them ATM agreements. It's a very important thing because it keeps you in the location as long as possible, keeps you earning money from time to time. The location agreement lets you, if there's any kind of issue, lets you work through those issues. It lets you work through any kind of surcharge issues or reporting issues or service issues, because if you don't have a location agreement and the owner says, you know what, I'm just going to get rid of you, you know what, there's no recourse. But if you have your location agreement, you can always work through any of those obligations, and it gets you to keep yourself in the game. Also, when locations are switching hands, it also helps you stay in the location from owner to owner. So these are the things that you need to do to stay in the location as long as possible. Everybody's doing a great job, everybody's providing reports, everybody's paying commissions, but sometimes things get transferred from one partner to another, or they get lost in a shuffle. Maybe they got 2 partners and one partner's calling the service line and the other partner isn't realizing that, you know what, you guys are coming to fix the ATM. Something always goes sideways, and the location agreement keeps you in the place as long as possible. So please, please, please always get a location agreement. It'll pay dividends. And if you ever want to sell your ATM business, if I'm looking to buy, I'm looking for an ATM location agreement. I want to make sure that I come in there and I'm going to stay in that location as long as possible, and I'm going to buy your business based on your location agreements. So please get them. It's very important. Point number 3, upgrade your ATM. Phil, what does that mean? It seems like, and honest to God, it really seems like about every month, every couple of weeks, there's always another patch. They're finding out something on the ATM, if it's Gen Mega or it's not Shosung, what they can do better, how they can remedy different situations, little glitches that happen from time to time, and they're always putting these extra patches in it. Also adds extra security, so guys can't break into your ATM through dark web applications or anything else, firmware or crazy things like that. So they put these patches on. Now what they do is they give guys like us ISO, and they say, hey, we got a new patch. They send us an email, new patch, new patch, new patch. And then what we do is, you know what, we put them on our ATMs. So you guys need to do the same thing. When do I suggest this? They're always coming up with new patches, but for the most part, if you think in January and then June or July of the year, twice a year, upgrade your ATM to the latest grade software, none of these things will be an issue. If you're having problems and you can't resolve it, if you talk to Nautilus Yosa, if you talk to us as the ISO, or your ISO, or you talk to Gen Mega, first thing they're going to say is, what's the software that you're running? If you're not running the latest grade software, they're going to empower you to run the latest grade software or close to it. And now you've got an issue that you want to be resolved, and now you're like, well, okay, I got to get the software before they'll help me. It's a pain in the butt. So that's why I always tell you, upgrade twice a year, get the latest grade software, and this will help you in case anything happens down the line, because you're already operating the latest grade software. We've seen there was issues over Memorial Day weekend, and one of the challenges is where guys weren't operating the latest grade software. So when they fixed the bug, then you know what, guys are like, oh, my ATM isn't working. It's because they were running old software. Had they been in fact running current software, they would have been up and running. So it becomes an issue. So please upgrade your software in January and June or July. Point number 4 is operate your ATMs at between 50 and 70%. What does that mean? That means that you should be making between 50 and 70% of your income interest from your ATM. So if you got $10,000 in the ATM, you should be making another $5,000 to $7,000 from that ATM every year. So you got 10, it's in your vault cash. you should be able to make an additional $5,000 to $7,000, if not more, every time. You want to fight for that. So how do we fight for that? When you're making your location agreement, don't give 50% away. Keep in mind, you only want to give 30 or less percent away. That'll ensure you that 70%. Therefore, you can make that money back and keep on making money. Keep in mind, the ATM is the greatest business for making interest. You go and put it in a bank, you're getting 1/4%. Maybe you put it in a stock market, you're getting maybe 8 to 10%. You buy real estate somewhere between 8 and 20%. The ATM business is going to pay you consistently between 50 and 70%. But to do that, you can't give away more than 30% of the surcharge. But you will be able to make money on an annual basis and in those percentages. So it's one of the greatest kept secrets in the world. You guys know it from being subscribed to this channel. Not a lot of other people do, and I'm talking to those people who are new to the channel. So 50% to 70% interest on your money. It's a home run. It's a great side hustle. Point number 5 is you're all in the ATM business. You're always looking to set either a new location or upgrade your existing fleet. What does that mean? This is what it means. I got 3 ATMs out there. One I'm doing 200 transactions, one I'm doing 125 transactions, one I'm doing 30 transactions. That is what I consider warm storage. That 30% transaction, that's gotta go, that stop. So what am I doing? I'm constantly looking. Oh, a new convenience store opened up. You know what? I'm gonna try it out. I talk to the new store owner. They sign a location agreement. We say we're gonna install it in a couple weeks. We go to the old store owner and say, you know what? It's not working out anymore. We're gonna take that ATM out of the store. It's not producing the revenue that we need. We tell them we're gonna pick it up in a few days. We go there, pick it up, we bring it to the shop, we clean it up, or bring it to my house. I clean it up, get it all shiny and brand new, reprogram it, and boom, install the next location. You know what? Now I just bettered myself, one-up it. I know we have a lot of neighbors in our neighborhood, we call them one-uppers. They're always looking for the bigger, better deal. This is the same kind of situation. Always looking for the bigger, better deal for your ATM business. Who you got today might not be who you got tomorrow. So always look for that new location, get excited about that new location, and make that move so now you can make more money. A lot of people said, oh geez, Phil, I got 3 ATMs, they're doing 30 to 50 transactions. Well, you got to look for better locations and keep doing it. So that's one of the best secrets that you do in the ATM business. And the last point, which is the first point that I want to make, is when to trade in your ATM, when to get rid of it. ATMs last anywhere from about 8 to 12 years. We still operate ATMs that are 12 years old. What you want to do is you want to start pulling those ATMs off your route around about 7 to 8 years. You want to get rid of those ATMs. You can either sell them to store owners that, you know what, that 30 location owner, you know what, you say, you know what, here's the deal. I'm going to pull this ATM, I got another ATM, I'll sell you, give me some, whatever the amount of money you want to do. You get rid of that ATM, it's off your fleet, and now you know what, you move on. If you want to put a service contract, you can. If you want to make money, but at that stage of the game, the product's getting close to end of life. You really don't want to hurt yourself with that. But what you want to do is you want to sell some of your older inventory, get it off your route, get it to some of the new guys coming up in the business if you want, or some store owners. Just get rid of the ATM. It still has value, it still has shelf life, but it's going to start to decrease in value, and you're going to be hurt by it later on, maybe in another 2 or 3 years. So what you want to do is at the 8 mark, you probably got 4 years left in that ATM. You want to say, you know what, we're going to sell some of that older product, get it off your route, buy a new product, and then you got another 8 years. So I hope those tips were helpful. Always remember that we have the ATM A to Z course that teaches you from A to Z how to be successful. We're going to put that in the link below. We call that the ATM Masterclass, and start your ATM journey today. Thank you guys very much.